See that? It's a turn signal in the mirror on an SR5, and just because I know it's gonna get commented, it is an SR5. Manual key, automatic transmission. Only way you can get a manual key, not an SR5 or an SR, is to have a manual. So, guys saw my last video on the truck walk around. I made a comment in there about the turn signals in the mirrors and how I did those, since SR5s don't come with them from stock, and got a couple questions on how I did that. So, filming this short video just to walk you guys through it. It's pretty basic, probably be a really short video, but check it out. Thanks for tuning in. Let's get on with it. All right, so we're gonna start by taking off the door panel. It's how you really get to the wiring and everything that you need to get to see how the mirrors and everything are plugged in. So if you haven't taken off your door panel, it's really easy. Start with this up here. The lid just falls off. You're probably gonna miss some clips. Don't let them drop down into here, because I had, and they're still in there because they're impossible to get out. So take the corner off, and there is 1, 2, 3 plastic pieces to pop off, and then screws underneath them. So I'm gonna do that. Okay, with those off, literally just grab from the bottom, and there's clips all the way around. Just yank. Don't worry about breaking them, because you're not gonna break them. So. Okay, again, I've done this many times, so mine is a lot easier than yours is gonna be if you haven't taken your doors off, but after that, just lift and pull up. And what that'll do, you can see it just hangs on the door wires. And now we can see the wiring harness for the mirrors, and we could see the bolts before, but easier access. So yeah. All right. So I'm in my truck, by the way, because it's windy. I just want you guys to have good audio and not hear that annoying stuff. But door panel's off. I'm gonna talk about the mirrors next. So just a heads up, this got like way more expensive since the time when I did this and installed these mirrors. The prices per mirror back then in like 2017 were like 50 bucks, and now they're 120 plus. Not even OEM. OEM is gonna be like 200 plus. So just be wary of that. You're gonna need 2 new mirrors, driver's side, passenger side. You're gonna need some 12 gauge wire, and you're gonna need some taps, just blue probably. And I'll show you that in detail under the hood. But once you have the mirror, you can come right here. First, just loosen these, and then you can unplug the current wiring harness and just yank the old mirror off. What you're not gonna be able to keep is this plastic piece right here, just because it's a different shape. So your mirror will probably come with like a black ABS. So if you're cool with that, you can keep the black. I found some just OEM replacement that someone was selling on Tacoma World, which is super clutch because they are really expensive to get painted, or just buy them from Toyota. So if you can find them on a forum, definitely do that. And one other thing, when shopping for your mirrors, make sure you include and buy one that has all your factory features. So if you have heated mirrors, if you have blind spot monitoring, make sure you get those. I think SR5s with the technology package, the newer years, can have blind spot monitoring, so make sure, especially with that. But yeah, once you get the mirrors, just swap them out, and you can get this guy plugged into the same spot, and that's gonna allow the power function to operate as normal, your heat to operate as normal. And the only thing that won't work with this SR5 plug is the turn signals. So that's where the mod comes in. So once you have everything swapped out, we're gonna go up into the hood, and I'll show you where we tapped into. Okay, so we're in the engine bay. And this is kind of like a two-side thing. So driver's side, passenger side. First, come to your driver's side headlight, and we're gonna look for the turn signal bulb, which I already know. It's this guy right here. You can choose to take the bulb out and work with just the wiring harness, but basically you're gonna peel back this wiring loom protector, and there's only actually there's 3 wires running into it. Let me get this pulled out for you guys to see. Need this to focus. So the turn signal bulb has 3 wires running to it, positive, negative, ground, and we only need the positive and ground. So, and that's going to be the bottom pink, or the middle pink wire, and then the bottom white wire. So you're going to run, as you can see here, just 2 extra 12 gauge wires. I think I did like a strip of 10 feet for each one, and you're just going to tap into those wires, run into the bulb. And then if you've done any wiring on the truck, you know you have to run those wires through the firewall into the cab, and then once in the cab, this might be a little hard to see, but you can pop this off, and then you can actually see right here, I just ran the wires through the existing rubber protector grommet and then into the door. Once in the door, they just come up right through here, and next is the actual tapping into the wiring harness attached to the mirror. So same concept, you just need to find the power and ground that is gonna make the turn signal turn on, and use the same taps. I forget what these are actually called. I'll put text on the screen, but yeah, let me, I'm gonna undo this just to show you guys the exact colors. Actually, pro tip that I just thought of when I was doing this, if you take off the cover, which again, just one of those pop-offs, you can come in here and you can follow the wires that go to the turn signal, and you can see that it is pink and white. So knowing that, if we go back to the other side and we find pink and white, I just cut back the protective rubber and then tap into those, and then it'll work if the truck is turned on, but it's not. So yeah, that is really it. It's pretty simple. So button everything back up, test it of course, don't put everything back together without testing it. And that's option 1. So there's kind of 2 ways that you could tap into your power source for these turn signals. The first one, turn signals in the headlights, and the second one, which I might switch to, is the brake light turn signals. Reason being is, if you have your daytime running lights on your SR5, basically your turn signals are on and they're just constantly on. So right now with this configuration, if I have my DRLs on, my turn signals are also just constantly on. And then if I turn my turn signal, actually signal to go left or right, then it just flashes as normal, which could be cool. You might want that look. I'm not a fan of it really. So I might switch to the brake lights, in which same concept. You're just gonna run those wires from the door through the cab into the bed, into the taillights, and tap into the same wires, really. So yeah, guys, I think that's it. I'm trying to think if I forgot anything. I will link pretty much everything you need to do this mod down in the description. Again, it got a lot expensive than the last time I did it, so be wary of that. Appreciate you guys if you watched the video. Subscribe if you want more content like that, or if there's any other mods that you see on this SR5 that you're like, how'd you do that? Just let me know and I'll make a video about it, because it's easier than typing out a bunch of answers in the comments. See you guys.